Ghostwire. We're underground, and that means no side quests, which means we actually have to progress this story. I guess that's what we're going to do. It says investigate with spectral vision. Well, that's what we're investigating. That's pretty clear. But there's other things to look at. We can delay putting off this story. We'll find ways. 10% off? And look, 66% off of something. What a deal. At the Daily Ninja. Oh, I don't think we saw that. Look at that. Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. 47th single Foxy General Oh, man. Why don't we have Foxy General elections in the U.S.? There would definitely be a bigger turnout if they were Foxy. Special Live. What's Special Live? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The multiverse, maybe? Maybe that's what it is. You can buy some game DVD and CD down here as well. Would you really come all the way down to the subway just for game DVD and CD? I don't know. Hmm? Oh, that's the sound of Hanya.
For far, far too long, we have been shackled inside.
Like, what Hanya really needed was just like a YouTube channel where he could go on his rants.
Indeed, the flesh twists.
Ooh, look at this fancy store. Baku.
Unknown and unjust ends. Are we meant to separate?
One step at a time.
Our souls are slaves to the tyranny of the flesh. But it doesn't
Man.
have to be this way.
Why would you... How'd you get this car out of here?
Heed my call and forsake your corporeal shells. Come and gather.
How'd you get it? How would you get it in here? I don't see a way to get the car in or out of here. Do you have to, like... Did I have to take the parts in here and assemble it down here? Buy that dog? Sure. No, not the dog. Well, we already have all those. We could go further down. Well, I mean, there was that thing we're supposed to look at. We probably should look at the thing. I'm just collecting some spirits. Getting a little more experience. Maybe picking up some food here and there. Yoink. Like, there are things we're supposed to do. I mean, we probably should... Okay, I'll get those spirits. Probably shouldn't go down deeper into the subway. Yet. Probably should focus on the mission at hand. Which they always have in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. It's like, look, just investigate the area here. Okay, do it. There it is. This is the guy. Yep. This is the guy we've been following. Well, following, I say with big air quotes, because we've been taking our time. He went down here into the subway. There he is. Well, I mean, that's his spectral remnant. Like, it's not actually him. It's like, I don't know, a supernatural memory. Hmm? Oh. He was at the ATM. Can the visitors withdraw money? We never see them do it, but... Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're trying to get into, like, a restaurant. Maybe they're just staring at some spirits. Like, it looks like there's things they want to do, aside from killing you. But that's just because there's no one around to kill. Alright, he's going further down.
Trail's gone cold again.
Keep going that way. Might be able to pick it back up.
Enjoy Doomsday. What's this an ad for? Hold on. Nom 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 nom. Oh, actually, no, that was gulp gulp gulp. I was drinking something, not eating. Important difference. Okay, yep, there we go. There we go. The man's spirit says that they can't perform here either. Where is that man's spirit? There it is. It's over there.
Hey, I think you can learn some new skills now.
Yeah, I'm kind of saving for that one, the summoning Tengu one. Saving up for the moment. Wow, this doesn't look like it's a place where the public is supposed to go. It's all dark and messy. This is staff only. But if it's staff only, why is there an ad for Tango Whiskey taped up down here? Who's gonna see that? I mean, it does look like there are stores down here, but it doesn't look like this place... Oh, okay, there are stores. It doesn't look as clean as up above. Hello, what's down here? It's like a locker room. Get a haircut down here, I guess.
No people, but we've got visitors in spades.
Just like everywhere else. Again?
The Turbo Student, a report written by KK regarding a mysterious student running along a highway. Acquiring this will grant us additional spirit skill points. Okay, for some reason, KK had one of his old reports down here in the subway. What was it doing here? I don't know. But the important thing is that we have it. And I would have gotten quite a few skill points because of that. Let's have a look. I got 30 skill points now. Saving them, though. But we just got that, so let's see. Where would that be? Yeah. The second of KK's case files. Let's look. The Turbo Student. I caught wind of a story about a school student running along a highway. Although probably better to say he wasn't running along the highway, so much as tailing cars and motorcycles, trying to get them to crash and burn. Definitely smelled like a visitor situation to me. I filled that in, and he was thrilled. He said it was similar to another urban legend about a so-called Turbo Grandma. Of course, by said, I mean that he made a recording that he played back for me when he brought it up. No goddamn clue when he did it, or how the hell he knew to do it, but whatever. Anyhow, we knew that figuring out anything about this Turbo Student would mean hitting the same speed as him, which had Rinko on board. She got Ed and Dale to put together a souped-up motorcycle for the task. The Hog had a beast of an engine on it, and had some kind of energy-emitting device that could keep monsters from getting too close to boot. The theory was that it would help avoid her ending up a smear on the pavement with any luck. Rinko ended up driving while I took the back seat. Sure enough, we were speeding along the highway in the dead of night when the Turbo Student showed up, running like a bat out of hell. Whatever it was, it approached us fast, but I was able to take it down, though not without our bike getting trashed. Neither of us got hurt, but I guess putting such a powerful engine on the bike was too much for it. Rinko and Ed still want to fix it up, and even upgrade it, so we can safely ride through fog, too. For those two, shit like that is hardly work at all. More like playtime. They look like kids in a candy store when they're tinkering. Alright, so, I don't know if we heard that name before. Rinko, another member of the team. This one, very interested in speed. Driving fast. Rinko lives her life a quarter mile at a time. Wild Fighters. You want to play some Wild Fighters or some Blue Earth? I mean, just all looks like the same. And we don't have time for video games anyway. What's that sound? Is there like an object that's like constantly rattling? I don't see anything moving. It's clearly something that can't like stay still. No, there's money over here. I don't know what this is an ad for. It's like a sinister man pulling a salary man away from his honest day's work. Something like that. Oh, looks like the store's open down here.
About cigarettes again, aren't you?
How the hell did you know that?
'Cause
Never be too prepared. But what do we need to prepare ourselves with? Well,
These to freeze enemies in place.
yeah, we did gain the ability to get these talismans. Might as well buy one. I guess that's all we're gonna buy here.
Don't waste all our makeup.
yeah.
I'm a responsible consumer, KK. You keep telling me not to waste our money. Hello. You keep telling me not to waste our money, but I feel that I've been making responsible purchases. And if you were trapped in a clump of spirits, would you want it to be in the toilet room over here? Oh, I heard a cat's meow.
What's that?
What is it? Ghastly knife, the favorite instrument of Hanako-san. Oh, we already got one of these, yeah. I got one of these from a porta-john in a construction site. Apparently, there's more than one. And it was buried in these clothes, so I guess someone was murdered by Hanako-san before they vanished. Also, what? Oh, that's right. This is the accessible room. I'm about to say it's like women and men. What was in the middle? It's the accessible one. Okay. Zombomb. No nukes, no guns. Fight as humans. That's right. It's the only honorable way to fight. Is there anything on the tracks? Yeah, okay, there is.
There's no end to this.
That goes down quite a ways. Can't get too distracted now. Here, I heard that. What was that?
What's this?
What is it? Chochin Obake Netsuke? Do tongues have something to say about our health? Probably, but that doesn't look healthy. That doesn't look like a healthy thing right there. What is that for? Do you like wear that around your neck? Well, let's head down. Seems like it's the only way to go.
I've never walked on subway tracks before.
I've had to do it sometimes for work.
As a guard dog?
Not that. Did it when I was hunting monsters.
I wouldn't think there was a difference between the two.
Oh. What's this?
What is it? Inugami mummy. The mummified remains of a dog used to create an inugami, a type of dog spirit. There's some cats somewhere who want these items we've been finding. Alright, well, there are not going to be any trains going back or forth there. Like, those arrows are saying that way. No. No. Those arrows, that's not correct. Man.
More of this stuff.
Yeah, is it real?
The red carpet for us.
Or is it just...
Well, I really wish they wouldn't.
Is it a hallucination or is it supernatural? Train of the Dead. About to say that one guy that we're following, he tried to kill us once by putting up a barrier around our apartment. And then, like, he hasn't really done anything else since then. He just walked away. You'd think if he was trying to kill us that, I don't know, maybe try a little harder than this. But now he just casually sauntered away. I guess we're not a priority. Wow. Oh, hold on. What's this? File number 178, a recording left behind by a certain scientist discussing his daughter. Yes, we found a recording by a certain scientist earlier. What does this one have to say? File 178.
This morning, my daughter made hotcakes for me. She insists, however, on using the English term pancakes. Evidently, that terminology is becoming common in Japan as well. I asked one of my colleagues, but she had no idea. Perhaps I should have checked with someone else. At any rate, the pancakes were quite good. I did make the mistake of saying it was because of well-produced ingredients. This earned me a lengthy lecture on the importance of timing and heat. Cooking is just science in action, she said. I suppose a scientist like myself should take heed of that. Still, and indeed as a scientist, I was quite proud of her.
Yes, my daughter has a healthy understanding of science. As a man, as a father, I cannot relate to my progeny, but as a scientist, I feel a certain sense of pride in her pancakes. I mean, like, she's right. It's not just quality ingredients. There's a certain art to the preparation and getting it just so, just right. Umbrella time. Got an umbrella party happening here. It says to go that way, but don't we want to see where that umbrella party was coming from? This ghost car in there. Everyone into the pool. Here we go.
What's this?
Bottle gourd, a type of container made by hollowing and drying out the gourds that grow from calabash vines. Yeah, you knew there had to be a unique item down here. It wouldn't just give us the umbrella party and then just have it be like ammo down there. There's gonna be something. The objective says to head deeper underground. We are pretty deep underground at this point.
This right under Shibuya.
And nobody ever noticed?
To avoid detection, they've been working in secret, slinking around below the city. Just like monsters.
I don't think we're gonna get any deeper than this. Seeing if there's any spirits or whatnot around to be collected. Well, this is not what you might have expected to find down here, but it's here.
Do you think he's here?
With any luck. Wait! You feel that? Must be guarding the place. Good sign we're on the right track. Let's make him talk.
Oh, it's boss time, and I'm glad that we're doing this boss fight
Get your game face on.
wearing our best clothes of a button-down shirt and camo shorts. He can match our moves.
Turn in. Now keep it up and expose his core.
Well, the green stuff is fast, and charging up this fire does take a little bit.
This thing fights just like us.
Keep your guard up. He's more agile than it looks.
I know. What's that?
I guess it's coming from that thing.
Yep. Just timing the jumping on that. Nom 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 nom. Oh, he resisted the core whip. Oh, did he? No, he's there. He's there.
Well, that was a pain in the ass. Oh, shit.
What? What's wrong?
Does that son of a bitch have no shame?
Stop a second! What's going on?
Just back off!
What? Why are we fighting?
Because that's me! He made this monstrosity out of my body!
What? KK?
What do you want from me? I can't kill myself!
Let's run!
No! I'm taking it back! Give me back my body!
Oh no, KK, he's got cubed.
Akito? You forgot again. Mom died 2 years ago today. You never visited Dad's grave when it was his time either. Are you just running away again? Nothing's gonna change if you won't face it.
I'm not running. You don't get it!
I was having one of my guilt dreams again. A dream where my sister, like, makes me feel guilty about being... not caring for my family as much as I should have when I had the time.
Am I back? KK. He got ripped out of me? Then why am I still... Zoe... That means... They're gone. My powers. KK. Everything. Now what? And Mari. How will I find her? I gotta get back.
All right, now we gotta head back to the streamer room. Wash those dishes. All right, we don't have our powers.
Fight them head on without KK's powers.
We do still have our bow. Working solo, when Akito is separated from KK, any actions that rely on spiritual energy are severely limited, also max HP up. Akito will be unable to perform ethereal weaving techniques in combat. Other movement and investigative abilities become similarly unusable. However, Akito will be left totally defenseless when working solo on the streets of Shibuya. He can still make use of items, absorb spirits with Katashiro, and use his bow and arrows, as well as quick purge to defeat visitors, among a few other things. All right, yeah, we don't have our elements. We do have our bow, we do have our talismans, so it's limited, but we have something. Also, that bit where we saw Akito, like, pointing with his fingers and nothing coming out. I like to think that that's what it would have looked like to someone who is not attuned to the spirits. Like, they just... it would... if someone saw Akito doing that, it just wouldn't have looked like anything. Like, nothing was coming out. And they wouldn't have been able to see the visitors either, so Akito is just, like, running around and diving and dodging and pointing his fingers at nothing. If you can't see them, you know. It's probably what it would look like. Anyway. We have to go back. We have to find out what happened to KK. Got to get back to the safe room. Oh, hello. Yeah, he saw me. All right. Well.
They saw me.
Fortunately, the bow is powerful. I mean, here's ammo, but ammo for what? We don't have anything that we can use that ammo for. There's a tree over there. So we encountered our first boss. The boss had the same powers as us, and the reason was because it was us. It was KK's corpse. Oh, that's right. I can't use my my spiritual seeing. I can't use my detective vision, so I can't see the cores on these trees. Right, so it turns out that the villain, the man in the Hanya mask, had turned KK's corpse into one of his minions. It's not clear how long KK has been dead. They have terrible peripheral vision. I mean, they don't have eyes, so I guess that makes sense. Oh. It's one of those. It's Carmen Sandiego over there. They are tough customers. Not sure if that's doing damage now. Maybe it's because I don't have... My melee attacks are not powered with ghost power. So maybe those don't actually hurt anymore.
Sucks doing this without KK.
It's a little more difficult. We do have to be a bit more careful. But hey, for some reason there's arrows around. For whatever reason. I mean, we can just... We don't have to kill everyone. We don't have to do that. We don't want to step on the poison, of course. But we do want to walk around and see what we can find. I mean, we have no way of destroying the trees because we can't see their cores, so we can't get the spirits out of them. We haven't used these talismans much, but this would be the time to use them. Well, I missed that one, which is probably bad, because that was my last arrow. Unless there just happens to be another arrow somewhere around here. Ow, ow. Double hit. That's the first time I died, I think. The checkpointing is fairly generous. Well, it doesn't seem like there's much of significance around for us to get. We might as well just take our leave. If, you know, we think about it later, we could come back for the trees to get those spirits. I could try to sneak up on her. Would it actually do it? Oh, hello. I mean, even if she didn't notice me.
Take it easy.
was stuck in there for a little bit. Even if she didn't notice me, probably would not have done it in one. Oh, she's followed. I mean, there are spirits here. I would like to get them. Okay, she didn't come up the stairs. She might be. She might come up here. Yeah, she did come up here. Got her just where I want her. That achievement's name is Take a Bow. I mean, it doesn't really work if you say it out loud because it's not take a bow. All right. Okay, main point is it's up. All right, yeah. We're going up, but there's some food over there. Let me get that food. See what happens when there's no side quests to do? Only bad things. Like the story advances and then we lose KK and we don't have our spiritual powers. Anything else up here? That's why we got to make sure this story is as slow as possible. Sometimes the spiritual world makes some pretty cool imagery.
They're still on me. Gotta shake them off.
Nom 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 nom. Ah, that was a drink. That was glug glug glug. Missing with the bow is you don't like to see it happen. I mean, that's also the case even if... Hold on. There we go. No way he's getting through that. Oh, can he really not go through that? I didn't actually know you could do that. I thought the joke was going to be is that I was going to say that and then he was going to bust through the door. No, he can't open the door. Ghosts can't open doors. We have learned. That's just a lesson for life. There we go. If you're walking around in the sewers one day and you find conveniently placed quivers of arrows, watch out. There's a reason for that. Gulp, 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 gulp. Anything over here? Nah. All right. Let's climb up to the surface. We made it out. Mission complete.
I'm finally out of there.
We are finally out.
The apartment was north of here.
Yes, I believe this was the lot where we chased that umbrella. You remember that, right? There was an umbrella. It was jumping around. We had to get it back for the little girl. I believe this was that field. So that is the next main mission completed, the buried life. We are now starting the Caves of Steel. Let's take a look at this. Wanted to see if any side missions would pop from doing that. I don't see any, but that makes sense because I don't have my spiritual powers, and without my spiritual powers, side missions would be much harder to do. So nothing new is popping yet. What is popping is having to get back to the safe house. They were using this place as the base of operations. But we made it out. Oh, there's that moon looking lovely in red. We're going to breathe some fresh air. That's right. Relax. We got 4 arrows. We got we do some stun talismans. We got 4 arrows in the quiver, 4 stun talismans in the pocket. What else do you really need? It's plenty to fight some ghosts. Plenty. But since that was the end of the main mission, I guess let's say that that's the end of the session for right now. So what just happened? Okay, so I know we're not used to story happening in Ghostwire Tokyo. It's not really what the game is about. Ghostwire Tokyo is about running around these buildings, looking at the signage, sometimes petting a dog, doing commerce with cats. Sometimes you do some combat. It's not that much of it, but sometimes you do. And then sometimes there's like ghost who is being bothered by towel, and the ghost says, "I'm being bothered by a towel. Can you get rid of it?" And you're like, "Yes, absolutely I can." And then you go do that. But this was different because this time we got a cutscene, and like I said, I dressed them up in that, waiting for a cutscene, wanting to see our beautiful combination of clothing here in a scene. We finally got that. We could use the photo mode and take selfies if we wanted to see him more. Doesn't happen, I don't really use the photo mode. Okay. We met one of the lieutenants. It was KK's corpse, turns out. KK has been cubed, taken away. What are we going to do? How are we going to get him back? We don't know, but we're going to the safe house, and maybe we will be able to regroup and figure out what to do as we get there. As far as clothes go, anything new we should... Let's wear a mask. Let's wear that. And why don't we wear a suit jacket? Sure, there we go. With the tactical pants. It's sort of a tannish off-white kind of thing here. There we go. The feet. Unfortunately, there is no option for barefoot. Let's keep the sneakers on. So I think that we're looking pretty good right now. There we go. That's looking stylish. So maybe we'll see another cutscene with Akito wearing these. As for right now, anything new in the database we could be looking at here? Okay, we got some new entries in the character section. Shadow Hunter, a type of visitor born from the self-destructiveness of those who have lost sight of what they once wished to protect and who have become the very thing they once wished to fight. They're cops. Like, there's a lot of words to say that they are cop ghosts. They lost sight of things, and now they became the Shadow Hunters. Student of Pain, a type of visitor born from the restlessness of young male students faced with hazy futures. They unleash the full brunt of their frustrations from anyone unlucky enough to cross paths with them. You know what? You know what the student of pain should... This is the male one. We saw the student, the female one. Okay, female is student of misery. Male is student of pain. You know what the male student of pain should have? Like, he has no head, but like on top of the invisible head, there should be a big pompadour. Like, obviously that's visible. Can't see a head. It's just the pompadour sitting on top of it. It's got to have that. Anything else new? Okay, yeah. Sojasus. Okay, so this is the boss that we just fought. A large humanoid visitor born from Yasuyotoko. It can manipulate ether, enabling it to grapple and perform ethereal weaving attacks. It had the same moves as we did. Because it was us. It was KK. Oh, Yakuza Puffs. What are these? We got these earlier. A brand of fried senbei, a type of Japanese rice cracker. There are a number of theories as to why Yakuza is part of the name, but one popular idea involves a village that long ago found itself in trouble with a group of bandits. A local band of Yakuza, who considered the village their turf, drove the rival ruffians out, and the villagers supposedly came up with the senbei as a gesture of gratitude. Who can say if the story is true? Engine Instant Noodles, a rich, flavorful cup of ramen that actively prides itself on its high salt content. Engine loudly proclaims itself the key to the body's engine, and one sip of its tongue-tingling broth is enough to make a believer out of anyone. I like this idea. Hey, this ramen over here, you just poured a bucket of salt in it. Look, do you want it salty or not? If you want some flavorful salty ramen, this is the brand. You're not going anywhere else if you want the salt. Neri Yokon, the most popular kind of yokon, which is a firm kind of gelatin made with a liberal amount of agar. The kanji used to write the word yokon are thought to originally refer to a kind of Chinese sheep soup. When the dish arrived in Japan in the late Edo period around the 19th century, agar was subsequently added to the recipe, transforming it into the delicacy as we know it today. Small conpeto, small round pieces of star-shaped hard candy made by cooking sugar down. The treat was originally brought into Japan by the Portuguese in the 16th century. It's even said that Oda Nobunaga, one of the most famous warlords from the Warring States period, indulged in these sugary sweets, just shoved them in his mouth hole. I don't know, just hard, sharp-edged candy. I don't know, man. Maybe the sucking and eating experience is a bit better than it sounds. I want to put this small, sharp, hard candy in my mouth. They kind of look like kidney stones. I'm sure they're much bigger than that. They kind of look like them, though. Traditional Japanese dolls come in many forms. Ichimatsu dolls, a particular famous variety, are characterized by their brushed hair and beautiful kimono outfits, and are sometimes kept in hopes of warding off misfortune. In the past, they were also utilized in wedding ceremonies. What about the Shirikodama, a mythological organ purported to be the source of a human's life energy? Kappa, a type of yokai, are infamous in folklore for snatching them away from hapless human victims. It's true that the spirit of that one kid we met was unable to move because the Kappa stole his Shirikodama, which for some reason the description is not mentioned, is found up the butt. That's where Kappa are trying to get to. That's where they're trying to reach. So don't let them do that. I don't know why I wouldn't even mention that. That's like the most notable part of the Shirikodama, is where it's found. The karakasa, a type of ancient type of Japanese paper umbrella made with a bamboo frame. Japanese folklore suggests that spirits can take root inside old objects and grant them a mind of their own and the power of mobility. Karakakozo are a type of yokai thought to be born from a soul inhabiting a karakasa. Why do you think someone first came up with the idea that their umbrella is possessed by a spirit? Like, why an umbrella? Why that and not just, I don't know, anything else? Anyway, that's a few more files that we have collected. I'm just going to save a game. Chapter 2 is called Trouble, and we are in trouble now. KK's in trouble. When we go back to the safe house, will we find a way to solve this trouble? Only one way to find out, and that's when we continue with Ghostwire Tokyo.